Hi there, this is Renate Prandtl, Certified High Performance Coach, Certified Feldenkrais Practitioner and Sports Coach, and I'm here to help people like you, to help entrepreneurs and thought leaders and business people and athletes, educators, entertainers and ordinary people with no disrespect overcome obstacles in their lives and reach high levels of performance in their business and personal life. And something which is, today's topic is something which people don't talk to very often. It's about being on time. And I hate when people are not on time. So I don't know how is it for you. And I get it. We are all busy. There's crazy traffic and there are delays. So every now and then there might be a valid reason why people are late for meetings or appointments. But, if people are late more often than not, then it's something fundamentally not wrong, but something which has to be kind of tweaked and looked upon. So you might have experienced this yourself, like, there is this meeting scheduled for 9 a.m., you're there 5 to 9, because for me, if a meeting is at 9, I'm there early, and then the person conducting the meeting is not on time, or some of the attendees are not of time, so you start the meeting late and then other people come in late. It just disrupts everything. Very annoying. Excuse me. And maybe you are one of those people who are always late, or who are late more than 50% of the time. And again, if this is something which is a regular habit, maybe it's time for you to look at your scheduling process, learn how to schedule differently, or if you have an assistant scheduling for you, teach the assistant how to schedule that you can honor the time slots given. I used to be a professor at a commercial college, and I was adamant that the students were on time. And there were times when I thought I was the only person focusing on the value of this behavior of being on time. And there was a time when I threw kids out of the class. They had to stand in front because they would not listen, right? I did not know then what I could have taught them differently for them to manage their time and their scheduling differently. But and also, some of my former students, they watch my live streams, they follow me on Facebook. They know that that's true, that I was very, very specific, and I really always reinforce this: you have to be on time. And you might think, oh, well, teachers do this. But only yesterday I learned from one of the gurus in business, in entrepreneurship, and he's a mentor of mentors, that he is always on time for his events. And he gave some reasons, and I think they are so powerful. And by the way, thank you for watching. If you're watching, please let me know where you're watching from. I can say hello to you. I can give you a shout out. If you have any questions, comments, please post them below. I can answer them right now or after the live stream. If you watch the replay, because right now it's the middle of the day in Singapore, might be the middle of the night in the US, still very, very early morning in Europe. So if you watch the replay, please write the word replay in the comment box, and I can say hello to you. And also post your questions, comments, and your biggest challenges there. Because, this being on time has to do with the mindset, and it also has to do with scheduling skills. And in high performance coaching, for example, we have something which is called a one-page productivity planner, that really you plan out your day and around those meetings, and being on time will be much easier than and you might say, well, Renate, what's the point, right? What's the big deal? So I'm late, so what? Guess what? It's about respect. It's about respect, and it's about self-respect, respecting your own time, because we only have so many minutes per day, so many hours per day, and so many days in our lives. It's also about respect for others, respecting other people's time. And I was curious, so I looked up the definition of respect in a dictionary, and it says respect is a feeling of deep admiration for somebody else, or due regard for the feelings, wishes, and rights of other people. So I think, and also politeness might be something, feeling polite and being polite to other people and respecting their right of scheduling their own time in their life. So not being on time is a sign of disrespect. No matter, whether you're the big boss, the big kahuna or not. It has to be to do with respect. And if you don't respect yourself, if you don't think this is something you have to make part of your life, you're losing out. Because if you are not on time, you're always running behind. You're always chasing something. And it's really hard to be fully present and focused when it really matters, whether, it's in meetings, in business meetings, or whether it's over dinner with your loved one or interactions with your kids. And it's also complete disrespect for others. And you might think, well, they are my employees. They have to do, the way I do or run my business. Think twice. And I will come back to this a little bit later. So anyway, are there any questions in here? Anyone? Hello? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. You have, just ask me anything. You have the chance right now. It's a Tuesday morning, and by the way, it's the 3rd of July, 2018. So if you take stock, and I know it was the end of the quarter, Q2 for lots of businesses, and if your business is not going where you thought you might be when you started 2018, there are lots of reasons. But just you not showing up fully present, you not being on time, you not honoring your promises, this might be one of the reasons. And usually we look at different things and look for excuses. It's the environment, it's the business environment, and it's really tough, and it's politics whatsoever. But very often, if we are not there where we want to be, in business, in our fitness, in our relationships, it comes down to simple things like, maybe for you, it's you're never on time. Let me elaborate a little bit further. So it's about respect. It's about respecting your time and respecting other people's time. You might have heard this saying, like, if you are a thought leader, if you want to influence people, if you want influence in a positive way, like being a role model, if you want to bring your people, your tribe on board for a project in your business, for example, and they don't buy from you, they follow you half-heartedly only. They just do their job, they just go through the motions, but they have no passion. They are not investing themselves into the project you are passionate about. It also might have to be with trust. Because, as I said, you might have heard this saying, people only follow and they only buy from people they like, they respect and trust. So, the first one was respect. If you don't respect their time, it's kind of, they don't feel appreciated. And if people don't feel appreciated, it's much harder for them to get on board behind the cause and support the cause. But it's also about trust. And this thing of, if they don't trust you because you promise to be there, you disrespect their time, how can they trust you going forward? How can they trust you if you tell them your product is the best, your course is the best, this new thing in your business is the best. How can they trust you if you have not earned their respect? How can you earn their trust? And trust, again, I looked it up in the dictionary. And trust is the firm belief in the reliability, the truth, the ability or the strength of someone or somebody. Now, firm belief in reliability. Are you really reliable? Can they really rely on you when you say you are going to do something for them or provide a service? Can they rely on you? If you don't honor the agreement of being on time? I know, it might sound so simple, but guess what? People buy from people, people connect with people, and it's those humane things or the human interactions which make the difference. Would you rather buy from somebody or get on board on a project, and there are two project leaders. One is, and they equally qualified, and one of them is always on time. He respects you, he respects your time, he listens to you, he gives you credit. And the other one, he does as he or she pleases, never on time, no matter how much stuff you have in your life, you struggle to get there on time, and then they are not there. Which one will you choose? I think that's a no-brainer, isn't it? So, reliability. This is one of the things, simple thing, and it's so often overlooked. You want to build reliability, and you think like the big thing. But honestly, it's the small things that matter, I think. Now, it's about the truth. Is it true? Do you believe that it's the truth they tell you? If over and over and over again, they don't show up, they are not on time, they are not focused, they don't respect you. It's the strength or ability or strength of somebody. So just something for you to think about. So if you are one of those people who are always late, who are never on time, think again. If you really want to be the influencer, if you want to be the thought leader, if you want to be the leader of your team, it starts right here. Being on time. Be there when you say you are there. This earns your respect. Because we all struggle. We are all busy. We are all running and chasing and have a crazy lifestyle. But it shows that you care, that you respect them, and then it's much easier for the people you talk to, your students, your co-workers, your employees. It's much easier for them to respect you and to trust you. I get it. Respect is not just about being on time. It's also about integrity. It's about knowledge. There are lots of other areas. And in business trainings, I know integrity is something we just touched upon. There are lots of things people are taught. But sometimes these simple things, these things coming from the heart, from person, from you within, showing respect for others and for yourself. Sometimes these tiny little things are so powerful, and they are the needle movers. So I'm curious how you feel about it. Do you get annoyed if people never show up on time? Or what's your excuse for not showing up on time over and over again? There might be this once or twice event. Everything breaks down. There is this like thunder and lightning and flooding, and you cannot get to the meeting on time. But if it's a habit, my friend, and it's really time to change the habit and transform into the person you say you are. Because if you're a role model, if you're a thought leader, if you're an influencer, you have to lead by example. And it has to be with discipline as well, which is also something which is not often talked about nowadays because it has this sort of negative connotation. But actually discipline is really, really helpful, and discipline and being on time go hand in hand, right? And I talked about this in another live stream. I might talk about it again. Let me know what do you need from me? What do you need? What has to change for you to show up on time? And what needs to happen for you to show more self-respect and respect to others? What has to change in your thinking? And also, what habits do you need to change? And this is what we do in high performance coaching. We really look at habits, and it's about productivity. Productivity is one of the modules. There's influence, persuasion. They all go hand in hand. And they're the big concepts, but they're tiny little stepping stones. They're the pieces of the puzzle. And I personally think that being on time is really one important piece of the puzzle to show respect, to show up as the person you say you are, to be the thought leader you want to be the influencer, and really, bring people on board, that they support your cause, they support your project, that people buy from you, they buy the products from you, they buy your courses, the kids, they respect you. Because guess what? If you want to be a role model for your kids, and you're always late to their events, to their rehearsal, it's ballet or baseball or soccer, whatever it is, if you're always late, if you never honor your promise, they always watch you. And you might think, that's just a small thing, because, then I spoil them, I buy them things. Yeah. Very often it comes down to, do you respect them? Do you show respect? Do you show up when you say you show up? Okay, so this is it for today. Just think about it. What can be done that you really show up as promised? What needs to change? Do you need some new, not strategies, some new scheduling tools? Hi there, thank you for watching. Do you know some new scheduling tools? Not like the old-fashioned ones. In high-performance coaching, we really go deep, because very often we know what we can get rid of, where we waste some time, where we can be more precise and be more succinct and really stick to our time slots, for example. You will learn how to block time. We teach you how to have a productivity planner and have like a framework. And I know it's a framework, but if you have a framework in place, it's much easier to follow up. And why do I know? I have a busy life myself, and my husband is really, really crazy busy as well. So I know things happen in between, and there are meetings in between which were not scheduled. But again, if this is the exception, it happens. But if it's the rule, if it's a habit that you're always disrespecting other people's time, then you don't have to wonder that they are not fully supporting you. Hi Gary, thanks for watching. So today's, you can always watch the replay, but Gary, today's topic was about being on time and how being on time helps you get respect from others, but also have more respect for yourself, and also gain the trust of others, because you can be relied upon, you can be trusted, and then it's much easier for them to buy from you or to follow you, because that's what people do. They only buy from people they love, they respect, and they trust. Okay, please post your comments, questions there. I really look forward to answering them, to helping you overcome obstacles like, time management, and to show up more present and to get more out of your life, to have more fun in your life, to have a better, healthier body, to have more income, to have more success in your business, to have more customers, more clients, This is what high performance is all about, living a fully abundant, energized life. Okay, thank you again for watching. I honor you for this, because if you're still watching, you're already different from others, because you know you have to take action. You know you can change, but you have to take action as well. Grab all the help you can get a mentor, get a coach. Doesn't have to be me. Anyone who really challenges you, helps you tweak, helps you transform, helps you make changes and show up as your very best self. Thank you so much for watching. This is Renate Brandl, certified high performance coach, certified Feldenkrais practitioner, sports coach, and I help you, and you back there, yeah, and you over there as well, I help you overcome those obstacles in your life and reach new levels of performance in your personal and in your business life. This is it for today. Thank you again. Have a fantastic day. Dream big. Believe you can do and achieve anything you like to achieve and succeed. Thank you. Auf Wiedersehen. Love you guys.